So the Portland metro area is surrounded by water with numerous rivers and lakes throughout the region. So when you think of unique waterfront living in Portland, Hayden Island should definitely come to mind. Now in this video, I'll show you what it's like to live on Hayden Island. We'll explore local amenities, discuss why you might want to call this place home, and take a look at some homes to give you a feel for the area. So please join me as we dive into Hayden Island in Portland, Oregon. So hello, I'm David Backholer and welcome to Hayden Island, located here in Portland, Oregon. If you're new to my channel, welcome along. I'm a real estate broker based in Portland and I specialize in helping people relocate to Oregon. Now if you have questions about real estate or need help deciding which neighborhoods or cities are right for you, do reach out, I'm here to help you. So Hayden Island is uniquely situated on the Columbia River, right between Portland, Oregon and Vancouver, Washington. It's known for its stunning waterfront views, marina lifestyle, and conveniently access to both cities. The island offers a mix of residential areas, commercial spaces, and lots of recreational opportunities here too. So as always, let's take a look at the map so we get a feel for where we're located and what's in the near vicinity. Okay, so let's take a look into the map to show you where Hayden Island is located. And it's here, it's in this dotted red outline. It's in the middle of the Columbia River. It is part of Portland, Oregon, even though it's right in between Vancouver, Washington and Portland, Oregon. So you've got close proximity to two different cities here. So even though Hayden Island itself is fairly quiet, it's not that much there. You're very, very close to Vancouver, Washington, very, very close to the main part of Portland, Oregon. So there's only one road in, which is the 5, and it goes straight through the middle. This is a railway bridge, but only one road in and out of the island. Even though it's a small island and there's only it's a small population that live here, there's actually a lot of shops and a lot of facilities right here, the Jantzen Beach Center. You'll see all the big box names: Target, Best Buy, Home Depot, TJ Maxx, and there's many others as well. And the reason for that, I believe, is there's no sales tax in Oregon, but there is sales tax in Washington. So I think many people come from Washington, and this is the closest place to come to take advantage of there being no sales tax. You'll notice if we go to the satellite view, the west side of the island is completely undeveloped. So it's only the southeast section of Hayden Island that has any development on there. And most of it is in the eastern corner where there's homes. So although you'll see kind of a lot of homes here, this is an RV park, all right? So it's quite different. And you'll see there's a lot of floating home options in Hayden Island. So that's if you want a floating house, then Hayden Island is definitely a good opportunity for you. And then of course there's the marina where you'll find more boats. But yeah, so you'll see obviously it's an island. There's boats and marinas all over the place. In terms of condos and where the main residential areas are, you've got obviously condo buildings scattered throughout the island. But right up here, this is kind of one of the bigger corners, and I've got some of the clips on this in my video later on. Beautiful views, right? Stunning views overall. There's very few single family homes on the island. It's mostly condos. So that's kind of the style of house, what the way life would be. Lots of marinas. Some of these on the actual floating homes, you'll have Island Cafe, which is a floating cafe on an island. Hidden Bay Cafe, that's kind of like a little marina where they actually sell boats kind of down there. So overall, water, boats, marinas, That's kind of the lifestyle you're going to have if you live on Hayden Island. Okay, so let's get back into the video. Okay, so now we know where we're located. Let's talk a little bit more about what you can expect if you live here. So when it comes to residential properties, you're going to find a real mix of single family homes, condos like the building behind me. There's also townhouses here and of course floating homes. Now, one of the key features of Hayden Island is its waterfront living. So many homes and condos offer direct access to the river and provide breathtaking views and opportunities for boating and water activities. Now, as I mentioned, you will find a lot of condos and townhomes here, and that helps keep the home price low. So on average, it's a more affordable place to live than many areas in Portland, but it's still a fairly attractive and safe place. Many of these communities are gated, so if safety is important, then this could be a good option. And we're also only around 15 minutes from PDX Airport, so for frequent travelers, this could be a good home base. So for shopping and dining, and Hayden Island is home to the Jansen Beach Centre. This is a commercial hub offering a variety of the big box stores and restaurants. It makes it for a convenient place for residents to meet their everyday needs without leaving the island. Now, it's mainly those larger stores here, but you'll also find some smaller eateries and cafes throughout, especially scattered throughout some of the marinas. And in fact, it's probably larger here and more stores here than you might think for a place of this size. Jansen Beach is located on the Columbia River between Oregon and Washington. And remember, there's no sales tax here in Oregon, but there is in Washington, so it's a convenient place for Washington residents to pop over the state border and pick up supplies and benefit from the lack of sales tax. So in terms of recreational facilities, well, obviously the majority of it will feature around the Columbia River. The island's marinas are also perfect for boating, sailing and kayaking, and then the river offers excellent opportunities for fishing and water sports. Now, for those of you who prefer land-based activities, well, the island has several parks and walking trails that allows you to enjoy the natural beauty of the area. Now, one of the big issues with Hayden Island is that there are no schools here, and if schools are important to you, then you will need to leave Hayden Island. There is, the good news is that this area is in the Jefferson High School catchment area, and that has a great schools rating of 8 out of 10. And it's actually only around a 10 to 15 minute drive away, so it's not the end of the world. But if having to leave the island is a problem for you, it's definitely going to be something for you to consider. Now, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more content like this, please do consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. This helps boost my channel and it allows more people to find my content. Don't forget, I'm a real estate broker, so if you have questions on what it's like to purchase properties in the Portland metro area, please do reach out. So now let's take a walk and a drive through Hayden Island so you get a better feel for what it's like to live here. Okay, so let's spend a few minutes taking a look to see how much it costs to purchase a property on Hayden Island. And do remember, there's mostly going to be condos, floating homes, townhouses, very few single family homes. If you remember the part of the video where I had some beautiful views from the condo apartment building, that was right on this corner right here. And you'll see this is where the most of the properties are actually for sale right now. And there's honestly not that many on the island for sale, maybe about 20 or so, 25. This one here, let's take a look because it's going to be some great views. It's $360,000, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, just over almost 1,100 square feet. So let's take a look into this one in a bit more detail. Yeah, so this is it's got the views of the Columbia River looking north towards Washington State. So this one has taxes of $5,500 a year, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. There's also HOA fees on these ones, and I was looking at this one earlier. You're looking at around $600 or more per month HOA fees. So it's not, it's not cheap. It is something you have to account for into your monthly bills. And ignore, it does say no HOA fees here, ignore that. I reached out to the listing agent for details because there's no way these would not have HOA fees. But overall, I think this is fantastic, it's beautiful. And remember, this is exactly where I was standing, part of my video. Great views, nice building. This is one of the most desirable, best locations on Hayden Island because it has the best views. A lot of the rooms obviously going to feature the views. Nice kitchen overall. And I think it's a good layout, good size unit. I mean, the price really, $360,000 for beautiful views. That's pretty reasonable, but you do have to factor in those fairly large HOA fees. So yeah, it's definitely, this could be a great option for someone if you're looking to purchase on Hayden Island. Let's take a look at a couple more options. Okay, so let's go down here. This one, you can see that the pinpoint is in the actual Columbia River. This is a floating home, and I put out a video about a month or two on what it's like to purchase a floating home. The process is similar, but there's some key differences in terms of financing can be very tricky, and understanding the quality of the flotation is really important. So if you have questions on that, reach out to me or watch that video. Let's take a look at this option. This could be a good option for somebody. Okay, so this one's $425,000. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and about 1,250 square feet. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, you've got some real nice views from it's unobstructed views. And many of these floating homes, you'll find that they're kind of close together. This one's got a great position, and therefore it's got some fantastic views overall. Kind of an open floor plan, kind of layout overall. There's a little bit of cosmetic updates, but overall, for the views and to be on the river, this is fairly reasonable price. Just charming little option. Let's take a look at one more option on the island. Okay, so I mentioned that there's very few single family homes. There are a couple listed, and I want to look at this one here. It's listed for $1.1 million. It is a 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom home. It's 3,500 square feet. Property taxes are around $1,500. Let's take a look at some of these photos. I'm expecting it to be located on the river, but yeah, it's kind of a nice house, plenty of space, nicely updated kitchen, spacious kitchen. And like I say, there's very few single family homes available. So, couple of car garage, and it's over here. It's on the river, but it's looking down at some floating homes right down below. Okay, so I think that's kind of giving you a good idea on what it costs to purchase either a condo or a single family home on Hayden Island. So let's take a few moments to talk about the pros and cons of living on Hayden Island, and we'll start with a couple of the pros. So I'd say if you like proximity to the water, condo lifestyle, gated communities, if you have a boat and want to be close proximity to both Oregon and Washington and the PDX airport, and I think this could be a really good fit for you. In terms of the cons, well, this is not a lifestyle that's suited to everybody. There's a limited supply of single family homes here. So if you don't want to live in a condo, you're going to have limited options. If you need more space, again, this might not be the right place for you. Now, I also have a couple of videos where I recommend you take a look at. One which covers the South Waterfront neighborhood, which is also condo living on the Willamette River. And I also have a video that talks about everything you need to know about living on a floating home. So please do reach out if I can help you with your move to the Portland metro area. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Take care.